Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Mob Psycho 100, you guys. Wow, this is the next to last episode of everything, apparently. Like, this is it. Last time was pretty intense, you guys. It definitely took a direction I was not expecting. I didn't expect, like, these whole last two episodes. I have so much I want to get into because now I've had a little bit of time to really think over everything that happened, to hear from you guys, and so forth. So I will just kind of briefly get into my lingering thoughts on last week's episode because it was quite a big episode. Before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, the question mark state was very intense and terrifying, and also just kind of fascinating to watch last week. Teru having to go up against Mob in that state. You guys brought a couple of things kind of like back into my mind, after the fact, which is that, you know, Mob has actually said in the past, if I were to ever like lose control, who's going to stop me? And I think what we saw here is, you know, it's not necessarily going to be Teru, which, you know, Teru's pretty powerful, but I admired, like, what Teru was trying to do and what he was trying to get through to Mob, because it really shows how much he's kind of grown and changed, and I think that Mob has had a great influence on him. And at the same time, I feel like Mob has been really influenced by his friends in a positive way. You know, Teru's right. When we started here, you know, Mob was pretty lonely, and, you know, he was having a really hard time, I think, kind of not only getting a handle on his own stuff, but, like, just kind of being in, you know, this life. And I'm just so proud of all the progress that he's made, and I'm just so sad that there's nothing he can do, like, stuck inside of that state when it gets this bad. You guys also pointed out this is, so I recognize when Teru was talking about when they first met, you know, we saw him initially like kind of go to that question mark state, but also this had slipped my mind, Ritsu, when he was thinking back to when it happened with them when they were younger, and he was so kind of like scared and apprehensive about it. This is what, you know, obviously not this, but that was the beginning of it. And you guys also pointed out, and I just think this is fantastic, that they really show and not tell on this show, but they do a really good job of showing. And that's like, even at the end, like, we see all the people who care about Mob, like, learning about it. And that in and of itself is like, look at all these people who are here to help him and care about him. Like, he's really come a long way, and he's not alone. He is not alone. So now we're deploying, so the characters at the end of the last episode, I did know them. I think one of their hair was a little different, and it kind of threw me off. But they also deployed, oh my God, I looked it up right after the episode, and I had his name. And now I'm going to forget his name again. But you know, the dad, the boss man dad, the claw guy, the claw man. So I guess they have sent him to try and handle you know, diffuse the situation. So we'll get to see, I guess, like, round 2, I guess. Although I don't even know. I don't feel like anyone's going to be able to. I feel like much like the fight that we saw a while back with Dimple and Mob, brute force is not going to do anything here. Like, not only because he's too powerful at this point, but just because, like, that I don't feel like is the point of the show, you know? That being said, some of you also pointed out, like, maybe this will be a good time for, like, God Dimple to show up again. Of course, he's not he's not in that state anymore, but who even knows, you know? Or like the aliens, I don't know. Like, why throw all this stuff into the mix? I feel like this show is very, very loyal to the details. And I feel like it was not by accident that they did the things that they did earlier in the season. Particularly like with Dimple, I could see that coming. The aliens, I don't know. I almost want the aliens to come back just so that whole thing makes more sense to me. I'm like, wow, that was out of nowhere. But yeah, guys, I don't even know what's going to happen now. This is how they're ending the series, and I don't really know where they're going to leave it. You know, I had said, you know, might they leave it in a place where, you know, having come so far and having really, and they even said this in the last episode, like, to not rely on your powers. And, you know, we've just heard this kind of sprinkled throughout the series of like, Mob isn't impressed by his powers, you know, like he's not like, that's not him. That's not his thing. It's a part of him, but he's so much more than that. And I could almost see maybe like somehow he loses his powers and that's a good thing for him. Like he learns to like, he's just now fully embraced that like he's Mob. And like, really, I feel like that's a big point is like the powers are just kind of secondary to him, the person. So I don't know. Like I could see that. I really don't even, they better not kill him off. They better not kill him, but I really don't know. Like, gosh, unless we do like a collective amnesia or something. Of course, nobody really knows it's him, but yeah, how are you going to go back from that? You know, like how do you, I don't know. I really don't know. But, you guys, there's one way to find out. So, without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we just jump right in to the next episode, the penultimate episode of the series of Mob Psycho 100. Let's do this. Oh, do you just feel something? Whoa. Ah! Yeah. So apparently, like, not everyone's aware of the emergency yet. Like, some people are just, because neither was the girl. It wasn't even that. That's the weird thing. It says bag, yeah. Where's all the blood from when he got hit? Yeah, oh, shoot. He's putting this together very quickly, I'm glad. I want to think that he'll even have a snowball's chance, but oh, all right, okay, all right. Well, it's looked like he made a little okay. I mean, he was quite strong, but the thing is, oh dear God. Oh. That's the thing is, this doesn't have any of the earmarks of like actual Mob. It's literally like an entity of its own. Yeah, see, he's never like unleashed like this on a person. What? Oh, hey, it's you. I feel like we're just not gonna be able to do this with force. Whoa. Holy crap. He wanted to get hit with the blast. That's fair point. Okay. All right. All we need to do is just keep him busy. I mean, for who knows how long though. And he started suppressing it. This is the part he's been pushing down. Wow. Yup. It's all a part of him. It's just what he's ignored. So this is what it looks like to push it down for so long, to stop expressing it. And I do feel like he's gotten a lot better about that. Oh, he obsessed. So two could play at that game. He can absorb the energy. So in a way, like, doing attacks to him is not going to help, right? Oh no, this would be a really good... What? Oh, he's controlling it! He's saying, no, I will not take a life! Yes, Mom, you're in there! That's right. You're in control, Mom. Whoa, he keeps like fading in and out. He is. He's so strong. This, if this is indeed his suppressed emotion, this is a good example of just how strong he really is as a person. What? Oh no. But then won't you like explode? Oh, don't do that. You still have a kid. He's made peace with it. Oh, but don't do that though, cause you still there's gotta be another way. Got something you want to say? Now it's time to say it. He's like seeing it all. Oh wow, is his life flashing before his eyes? He's like, wait, I have some stuff to make up for. Oh. It's a lot to keep in check. But is that what got us here? The fact that he suppresses powers a lot? Eventually he'll just wear himself out, but yeah. Oh, it's how we put it. Okay, that was nice. It covered you up a little bit. Yes! Come on, let's go. The Body Improvement Club can do this. Please don't attack them. Oh, crap. I was hoping if they didn't, like, make a move at him, that... No. That's the muscle exposing gust of wind. Sleepwalking is a good guess. It's actually not super far. Oh, it's, yeah. Bust them out, boys. Bust them out. Get those muscles ready. Oh, no. They're just gonna... Oh... Yeah, I don't think they're fully comprehending the psychic power thing. Oh, it's like you don't, wow. Oh my God. He's like, I can't believe he was like, you don't need to be strong or powerful for us to be your friends. He knows just what this is. I think he actually did figure out what it is. No. It is. It's a very important part, and it's just gone out of control. Did it just... He accidentally kind of distanced himself. He didn't. He wanted to protect him, no matter what. He's going up. Oh, he's. Then, sweetheart, you're gonna have to take control. We're here for you. Yes. Wow. Just jumped up. Or. Okay, so maybe what that is though is he was starting to calm down and lose the energy, and it started going back up. Can you communicate? Can you communicate? Please listen. Oh, no. Okay, so now I think I know what's happening. I think he's about to hit 100. What kind of a shock? Oh, no. What are you... Ritsu? What are you saying? Are you saying that if he does this, then it'll jar him out of that state? No. No. No, 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 no. No, no. sacrifice himself. Oh! Oh! Or not! Yeah! Heck yeah! It's not going anywhere. That's right. Oh! Ritsu just hit 100%! Oh my god! This is really happening! I didn't even know you could do that, Ritsu! It all came down to this. It all came down to this. Because he wanted to protect his brother, too. He's going to put all the energy into protecting the flowers. So if you attack the flowers, will he... That's kind of what Tara was saying, too. Wow, look at Ritsu, though. Oh! What? What are we doing? Oh my god! What's happening? What just happened? He's a tornado now? Oh, she's got Reigen. Yes, please, Reigen, help. Oh my god, what happened to him? He couldn't sustain it for that long. Mob took off. He took off. Whoa. Oh, good. Okay, great. It's you. Kageyama Shigeo. What? I'm sorry. They both think they're the real, and I think they're both right. Oh. It awakened him? It's like his desire. It's like his survival and like desire. What? Oh, whoa, okay. Oh no! Oh no. We don't need to be doing this. No. No. Guys, you need to embrace each other, not try to hurt each other. I really think that's what we're getting at here. Woo! He'll be the shadow one now. No! You're gonna end the episode there. Dang it, guys. That was so excellent. I was so thrilled to see Ritsu in there. And I just think he really, even though he couldn't quite get through, I think he probably did the best of any of them and just really had a chance to shine with his own powers. And it's amazing to me how the powers are such a metaphor for emotion and for the power that it has over us and what it can do and what it's capable of and what happens when we treat it all different kinds of ways. And basically, I feel like what they were saying about Ritsu there was that, you know, he almost like his powers were spurred on out of this feeling that he had to want to reconnect with his brother and kind of break through this barrier that Mob had put up. I find the inner like shadow Mob fascinating because it is quite literally like a part of him that has taken on its own life. And the reason it came out was because Mob, as we know him, for all intents and purposes, was like not, you know, I don't think he wasn't dead, obviously, but he like was unconscious. So not only, I feel like, would that probably give this part of him like access to the driver's seat, if you want to put it that way, because like actual Mob was not conscious, was not present. But on top of that, it's almost kind of like this survival kind. He like went into survival mode of like, well, you couldn't move, so I did. And there was this overwhelming desire to go see the girl, so we're going to do that. And that's all that matters. And that's why, like, the flowers are being protected so much. So it literally is, like, this part of him that has taken on its own life. And I think that's an amazing metaphor for, you know, you see people who get, like, so focused or fixated on, like, one particular thing or goal or trauma or, like, whatever. And, like, a lot of other things in their life that are important fall away. What's his name? Suzuki is kind of a good example of that. You know, we see that he kind of like lost sight of what was important, and he ended up like abandoning his family and everything. It's like what you give power to kind of takes on a life of its own. Does that make sense? And in Mob's case, I feel like because his was like the opposite. His was so pushed down, and he was just so afraid that something bad would happen because of the powers, and he didn't want to express himself fully in fear that they would come out. And it's like, it almost feels like it was built out of his fear a little bit. I do feel like he's been doing really well, kind of, you know, finding himself in the last few years that we've seen him, or however long it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be like several years, but like the series has gone on for a few years. But there was still that part that he just kind of did not address. And you can see how he goes in there and he's like, I'm fine without powers. I'm getting rid of you right now. And the other him's like, no, wait, I'm the real Shigeo. I'm getting rid of you, actually. And I feel like the answer to that is they're both the real Shigeo. They're both Mob. Like, trying to get rid of one another is not going to help. I feel like they need to learn to accept each other. And Mob really needs to learn to accept the feelings about his powers and about himself that maybe he has not been willing to address. Really fascinating stuff. The mind is such an amazing thing. I love the way that we're exploring it, kind of with the, you know, under the guise almost of like this supernatural power. But at the end of the day, like this is pretty, I feel like this is pretty spot on. So yeah, I thought maybe like it really was an independent entity, and he was like really in there still going up in percentage, and maybe he would like burst out and take over. But I think what was happening was, like Suzuki was saying, eventually he'll tire himself out, and maybe he was starting to kind of like get tired. And when all that was happening, he started to kind of like go back up. Although he had fallen pretty far to like, I feel like at 30-something% he would not have been that powerful. So maybe I'm wrong on that. Because I feel like he's still in the question mark state. Like, we've just gone off the rails. And they were given, like, actual percentage. So maybe not. I don't know how to interpret that fully. Or because this is, you know, they're seeing each other separate right now. The shadow Mob is in question mark, and actual Mob is stuck inside there at, like, you know, rising from 35 to 70 to 90. Wow, guys, what an episode. That was really great. I cannot wait to see how they end the series. Oh, and the Body Improvement Club showed up. Bless them. I love them so freaking much. I love how he was just like, we like you the way you are. I just love you guys so much. It would have been so easy to write them as just like jerk jocks. And they're just like everything. I love them. I also love the main guy, his voice actor. I just adore. He's in Demon Slayer. He was in Kamen Rider Den-O. And whenever I see him, it's like, it literally is like seeing an old friend, or hearing, I guess. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up because like that is a lot to think about. And I just feel like I could write an essay on that, and that's not what you signed up for. So I'll just wrap it up here. But dang, I can't wait to see how they're going to, I feel like I'm already like teared up just thinking about everything. And I just feel like I'm probably going to drown in a river of my own tears during the finale. But we'll see. We will see how they, because I really thought, I'm like, maybe they'll just end it with him losing his powers, but I feel like they're getting at something else now. So I guess we'll just see. We'll just figure it out. I would love it if Dimple showed back up. I think that would be really fitting, especially since he went through that of like letting this part of himself kind of get out of control and having to, excuse me, kind of come back and reconcile all that. All right, guys, I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, please don't leave me for the series finale. I will need you. I think it's going to be very intense. I can't wait. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.